Hello, everybody. We are back. Today is Thursday and August, early August, so, uh, 2018. Yeah, well, I'm still unemployed, but I have a couple of interviews. Okay, so please don't worry about me. I'm looking for a lawyer job. If I don't get any lawyer job, I just get computer programmer job. But I'm not moving out of my house. I getting a computer programmer job is easy for me because I have 2 decades of experience. So it's just something that yeah, I'm okay with doing it. It's just I prefer to do something different like lawyering. Oh my goodness! So today so much work. I finished one law book in criminal law because the interview I'm gonna have they do criminal law. Ah, it was a lot of work and work is work, right? Whether it's lawyering or computer programmer. Probably I may make even less money than what I make as a computer programmer, which isn't that much in the first place. It's like, well, $57,000 a year, uh, average American salary level. That's what I was making as a programmer. If I get a job as a brand new lawyer, I will make less than that. Okay, because starting lawyer job nowadays they make very little money. Like clerkship for judges, they make what $40,000 a year. Okay, why starting lawyer salary is so low? It's because there are too many lawyers. Everybody want to be a lawyer. Okay, the law school graduates, oh they saturated the law legal employment market. So there are high demand of being a lawyer and less supply, very few supply of a lawyer job. So your price go down, right? High high demand. Okay, let's turn it around. High supply of lawyers, but demand for lawyers are low. High supply. So there's this reverse auction. So they call the lower and lower price. Okay, we talked about this auction, reverse auction, supply and demand, right? So yeah, that's the why price goes down. With the too much supply, very few demand. So reverse auction where the seller, the low school graduates, they are calling low and low price just to get any job because they gotta pay their bills, so they will have to sacrifice their living conditions. Okay, me, is it okay to sacrifice my lifestyle a little bit? Well, I got some savings, okay, because I never made a lot of money ever, but I know how to save. I go to Walmart. The things I eat is very simple. It's like ground beef, some vegetables, and canned beans, canned tuna, chicken breast. All from I love Walmart. Okay, I have read Sam Walton's biography. It's a fascinating story. Was it in Arkansas or something? Yeah, Midwest. Yeah, fantastic story, Sam Walton. Yeah, China. Yeah, there are a lot of Chinese products in Walmart. But hey, man, that's all I can afford as a wage earner, middle class, lower middle class. That's me. Okay. Intellectually, yeah, I have read many books. I learned many different things. Okay. I'm a scholar, secular scholar. I don't have any PhD. I'm not a professor or anything, but I'm a scholar, independent scholar, secular scholar. I study and I come up with my own stuff. I put it here. It's my form of publication. Okay. It's not gonna do anything to lend me a job or anything, but it's a social service, pro bono, for free. Okay, social service for the world because this is accessible to the world for free. Not just this generation, future generation as well. I mean, as long as YouTube just let it be and not get rid of this. But even if they get rid of it, I'll be very grateful because as they at least let me publish this for a while, right? So today we talk about by the Apple. Yeah, I also read. I love reading biography, so because I read biography of Steve Jobs of Apple. The only Apple product, Macintosh product I have ever owned is Apple II computer back in the 1980s. Was it 1990s? Yeah, in South Korea, yeah, we got it probably in early 90s, late 80s. Apple II computer. That's the only Apple product I've ever had because and they make fantastic company, Apple. Fantastic company. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak. Yeah, I read his biography. Fantastic story. But I prefer PC. You know, like IBM, Dell, Compaq, HP. Just anything outside Apple world. Because you know, Apple is kind of like possessive and controlling, and I don't like being controlled. Okay, I like compatibility between several companies. Okay, and so yeah, it's just me. But yeah, Apple, great company. Anyway, yeah, today we talk about copium transfer as a vector. Okay, so in mathematics, there's scalar and vector. Scalar has only quantity, but it can be negative or positive or zero. Okay, that's scalar. Like number, negative 10, negative 5, 0, positive 3. It can be thought as one dimensional vector, okay, because it does have directionality, right? Uh, directionality, dimensionality, okay, so let's say there's this natural number, okay, 0 to 1, blah blah, positive x, okay. This is like 0.5 dimension because it's only half, okay, of this straight line. But what this is one dimension, full one dimension, negative 1, positive 1, 0.5 dimension, okay. It's called a natural number. This called integer, okay, or a real number, okay. And so this 0.5 dimensionality. This is one dimension, okay. And now we have something like two dimension, right? X, Y, right? You have 0, plus 1, plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. You know Cartesian coordinate, right? This is a full two dimension, but this first quadrant can be thought as 1.25 dimension. If you have this upper half of this full two-dimensional space, 1.5 dimension. If you have one third of that, I mean 3/4 of that, then yeah, 1.75 dimension. If you have full of them, all four quadrants, yeah, then two dimension. Okay, so that's the generalized dimensionality concept. Okay. All right. So you have vector and you have scalar. scalar is just one-dimensional vector. And we'll talk about two-dimensional vector, okay? Because to distinguish between scalar and vector. So vector is more generic concept than scalar. Scalar is just one-dimensional vector, okay? That's scalar. Scalar is like scale, scaled, okay? Just like a ruler. So that's scalar, one-dimensional vector, okay? And vector can have any dimension. It can have nth dimension, 3, 4, 5, fifth dimension. Generalized vector is a comma b comma c comma d comma blah blah blah. That's so vector. This is x vector. Okay, is x1 comma x2 comma blah 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 comma xn. That's a generalized vector, just vector in n-dimensional space. That's the definition. All right. Yeah, we can just call it n-dimensional vector. All right. So let's do something funny, okay? You can have a sigma xi. Sigma means summation, but this is not exactly summation. We can say comma sigma, okay? Instead of x1 plus x2 blah blah, we have x1 comma, so it's a comma sigma, okay? It's just regular sigma is just the plus sigma, okay? Yeah, we can generalize this. Because we have this pi, they are all Greek symbol, right? Sigma is like S in Greek. Pi is more like P in Greek. Pi is like nothing but a multiplication sigma. Okay. It's A times B times C times N, blah blah. It's all like multiplication. Okay. We're covering this because we're going to define the different concepts of distance in humanology. In mathematics, there is only one definition of distance. Okay. What is distance? D. Can you see this? All right. It's a very ghetto lecture. I'm ghetto. Okay. I'm poor man. I don't even have a job now. I'm looking for a job. I am so ghetto, okay? I'm running for president and I don't have any money, so ghetto candidacy, ghetto candidate for president, that's me. I joke to myself. So I write novels, right? So there are friends from the ghetto get-go who took me seriously when I'm at this ghetto stage of my presidential candidacy. Okay, just computer programmer in Alaska. That's the spirit of Alaska. To me, Alaska is the last America. Anything goes. Okay, we are adventurers, pioneers. Okay, we try things that have never been tried before. That's why we came here in Alaska, okay? So yeah, many people took me seriously when I declared my presidential candidacy because they are Alaskans, okay? But I also talked to many of my friends in lower 48, lower 49, every state except Alaska and Hawaii, but Hawaii is not like Alaska. Hawaii is just like any other states. So like I call them lower 49. Every state except Alaska, okay? I talked to many friends about my presidential candidacy and Yeah, they many of them took me seriously. Okay, so yeah, it's not just Alaska. Okay, it's something. If they are real Americans with adventurous spirits and open-mindedness, yeah, then yeah, they're my early supporters from my ghetto get-go presidency candidacy for 2020 in America, and I will bring them in to my Oval Office to work with me, to work for Americans. We have only one boss, American people, perhaps to the world or God. Okay, I'm not boss. No, I'm your colleague. I will be your colleague, no matter I become president or not. Okay. Anyway, so mathematical distance is this: square root of sigma xi squared over I, meaning square root of x1 squared plus x2 squared plus, plus xn squared n squared. Okay, it's from the famous Pythagorean theorem, right? Yeah, this square, you know, you have, okay, this is d x1 x2. What's the d? D squared equals x1 squared plus x2 squared, right? That's the Pythagorean theorem, right? So you get transfer this to the other side, and then you have d. Okay, so you have only one definition of distance in mathematics. Okay, but in humanology, you have several concepts of distance. We covered one. We called it temporarily metaphysical distance, but let's rename that because we're gonna have many metaphysical distances. Okay, we got let's call that like memory distance. Okay, memory distance or emotional distance or perception distance. Okay, whatever. Okay, if you do you remember the metaphysical distance, the first metaphysical distance we defined a while ago? I give you like 1 minute, okay, to recall what that is. All right? Yeah, just take time. What kind of distance did we define previously? What's the mathematical, humanological definition of that? Definition of that. Whew. Because I want this to be interactive, okay? You got it? Okay, it's this. Um, the distance, memory distance, let's say memory distance equal 1 over knowledge equal 1 over commonality, absolute value, and commonality is negative difference, right? So yeah, a very good application of this is both your enemy and your friends, they are always in your mind. You think of your enemy all the time, you think of your friends all the time. Okay, so you are both very close. That's why it's absolute value equal 1 over negative difference. Okay, so knowledge is the absolute value of that. Okay, so yeah, your friends and your foes, you have a lot of knowledge of that person. Okay, so they're very close to you. Okay, you that person is your enemy or your friend because you know that person very well. Your enemy is your enemy because you disagree with that person so much, and you know that person, all the viewpoints of that person that you're disagreeing with. Your friends, vice versa, right? You agree with that person is your friend because you agree with many different things. Okay. So, but both of them are very close to you, okay? So that's why that whatever that person does have very high impact on you because that person is so close to you. So that's emotional distance, memory distance, whatever. Okay, one distance. There's another distance. We call it differential distance. Okay, differential distance. Differential distance. Okay. Let's use Greek letter. Okay, differential distance. Delta. Okay. D delta. What is d delta? Is same. Square root of sigma xi squared. All right. It's exactly same as the mathematical definition of distance. Okay. Now we'll do this. We make an example. Humanology is not for the faint of heart. Okay. I don't care what your politics is. You can be Democrat, Republican, or whatever, independent. You can be liberal. You can be conservative. Doesn't matter. Okay. I don't care. Humanology is about the truth. Okay. Democrats have good points and bad points. Conservatives have good points and bad points. Okay, nobody's perfect. All right. Humanology is about the truth. Okay, so we pick and choose what's the best. We pick and choose some wisdom from Democrats and some wisdom from Republicans, and we disregard all the bad stuff from either side. Okay, we cherry pick. Okay, we don't care what kind of religion you have. You may be a Satanist, the temple of Satan. I don't care. Okay? You may be a Adolf Hitler worshipper. I don't care. Okay? We pick and choose the best good idea that you have. We don't care if you are a criminal, you're a murderer. We don't care. If you have good idea, yeah, give it to me. We take it, okay? But we don't endorse anything bad. Okay, criminalism is wrong, it's bad, okay? So I don't endorse any of that. I mean, as a humanologist. It's not been 30 minutes yet, so I cannot take a break. That's too bad. We'll do 8 more minutes and then we'll take a break, okay? All right, so here you have race, your ethnicity, okay? And here you have wealth, money. Yeah, this is Korean currency won, or you can call it the dollar, okay? Race, yeah. Was positive race, was negative race? Come on, man. There's no positive or negative race, okay? So yeah, I'm not a racist. I love every race. That's why I'm here in America, okay? Because I love this diversity of race, okay? So, just to challenge you, because most Americans nowadays, 2018, you're being too sensitive about race. Okay, so I'm gonna challenge you. All right. So negative side, I would say, let's say, dark, like melanin. A lot of them. We all have melanin. So white race, Caucasian race, they are like light brown. The lightest brown. They are not white. Nobody looks like white. They do have melanin. Okay, they're light brown. That's all it is. Black people, they are not purely black. No, they are just dark brown. It's a spectrum of brown. That's all it is. Okay. So let's say this is the darkest brown. Okay. And this is light. So you have Caucasian here, you have blacks here, and in the middle you have Asians. Okay. Or Hispanics. Okay. Wealth. You have rich people here. You have poor people here. Okay. Today in America, it happens to form this line. Okay, is it because of racism or what is it? It has to do with inheritance. Okay, so We have like 5 minutes before the break, so let's go about this American history real quick. The very first people who came to America are Asians. Okay, so there was, we talked about this before. There's Ice Age, like hundreds of thousands of years ago, right? There's Ice Age, and water was frozen up, so sea level was very low because they're all ice. Okay, so there was this Bering Strait, Bering Sea land bridge between Asia and America. That's why Native Americans, American Indians, they look like me, Asians. Okay, yeah. So Asians were the very first settler of American continent. Then white people from Europe, like Columbus, Christopher Columbus, from Spain, or was it Spain or Portugal? I don't know. I've been to both countries, Spain, Portugal, fantastic countries. I've been to both. Okay, great people. Yeah, so I think Vasco da Gama was Portugal. I think Christopher Columbus was Spaniard. I think it's been a long time. All right, so yeah, white people came to America after Asians. Okay, then black people came. So Asian, white, and black. There are three major race, right? Uh, Black, yellow, and white. Okay. Yeah, because the Middle Easterns. Middle Easterns kind of like half black, half white, right? In the middle, Middle Easterns. Okay. So yeah, the first Asians, and it's like gold medal, and then white people came, it's the silver medal, and then black people came, bronze medal, just like in the Olympics. Okay, gold, silver, and bronze. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, again, I'm challenging you. I want you to control your emotion. You are already here. You are already here in America. Okay, so what? No matter what race is, doesn't matter. You are here, the land of opportunity. Okay, so there's no reason to be upset about all this race politics. I'm a politician and I love every race. Okay, so you should. I'm disciplining you right now. I'm training you to control your emotion. All right. By the way, my hair is kind of messy, right? Because I'm letting my hair grow. I haven't went to the barber shop for more than a month because I went to Korea and my parents told me, "Oh, you're losing your hair. You better let your hair grow longer." Because I used to have like military style, very short hair because it's just easier, right? Let your hair grow and cover up your bald spots. You look better. So I'm obeying the wishes of my parents. Okay, that's why letting my hair grow. Okay. Anyway, kind of bad timing because I'm having an interviews nowadays. But whatever. I have some mousse or spray, gel, whatever. Okay, so all right. So back in the Middle Age, before the Middle Age, there was it's all Roman Empire, Greek Roman Empire. Before that, Asian history, it was Egyptians. So Egypt was the king of the world. Later on, Greece, Rome, empires, okay, like Cleopatra from Egypt, Julius Caesar from Roman Empire, Alexander the Great from Greece. Yeah, they were Middle Easterns, okay? They are not white people. No, they're all brown skin, brown hair, brown eyes, thick shadow here, and thick eyebrows. Yeah, they're Middle Easterns, okay? They're beautiful, beautiful people, okay? I'm just telling you the facts. They're Middle Easterns. They used to be a king, okay? And then Roman Empire or Ottoman Empire, Turkish, okay? Yeah, yeah, they used to be the kings. Or Persia, the Emperor Cyrus, or Xerxes, whatever. I can't even pronounce that. Xerxes, Xerxes, whatever. Yeah, that it used to be the center of the world. Of course, in Asia, yeah, there was this Chinese civilization. I know all about it because I grew up in Korea. I learned Chinese history. Okay, Korean history, Japanese history. Yeah, we don't know that stuff. Korean high school. Okay, yeah, that's kind of. Of course, there was Genghis Khan from Mongolian Empire. Yeah, but mostly the civilization centered. I mean, the Western civilization. I try to be politically correct. Okay, Western civilization because I live in America and America is a Western country. Okay, so I know all about Asian country and Asian civilization. I because I grew up there. Okay, but now I'm in America. So and you are some of you may be Eastern people like I am, and some of you are Western people like I am. I'm half and half. Okay, we'll talk all about Asia sometime after, sometime later. Okay, one step at a time. Okay, I cannot cover everything in this episode. Okay, so I don't want to call it a lecture. Okay, it's a stand-up, sit-down comedy. It's a one-man show. That's all it is. And for your entertainment, intellectual or otherwise. Okay. So it's been 30 minutes. Okay, let's take a break. Okay. I need some vocal rest. My throat needs to take a break. Okay. Okay, I turned on all these heaters and I turned it off. It's overheating the house, and because yesterday I ran around the block, neighborhood block, and I did some weight training. So today I'm just giving my body a rest, and so that's why I felt a little bit cold. So I anyway. Okay, so civilization in the West. We're just talking about the West today. Okay, so we cover Asian ancient history later. Okay, um, maybe not today. Probably not today. Okay, so yeah, Western civilization they actually started from Africa. Okay, according to Bible, Garden of Eden was Euphrates River, Tigris River. Okay, Garden of Eden, and yeah, it was northern Africa. Okay, probably they are like Middle Easterns, Adam and Eve, with brown. So God created the very first human being, according to Bible, out of this brown earth, the dirt on the ground. They are brown. They are not white or black. No, they are brown. Okay. Yeah, the soil. Okay. So and then the first all these Jewish people in Bible, they're all Middle Easterns with thick eyebrows, this dark shadow here, and this brown skin, black hair. Yeah, that brown eyes. Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Esau, Prophet Samuel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Saint Paul, Saint John, Saint Peter. They're all browns, okay, Middle Easterns, okay, that's Jews, Jewish people. They are the brother. They are Middle Easterns, okay, they are not white people. Later on, the Jewish people immigrated to Europe and they whitened their skin by mixing with white people, okay, but that's later. But original Jews, they are all Middle Easterns, looking just like Arabs today, okay? They are not white people, right? So, Jews are Middle Easterns, okay? They are just like, they're brothers of Arabs, okay? Brothers and sisters. So, they are not white people. Jews are not white people, okay? So, nowadays, so many people are so ignorant of history because they are just lazy. They don't study. Okay, so-called millennials. All right, very ignorant people. That's why they advocate for gayism. All this LGBT BS. Okay, LGBT BS. That's what it is. Okay, it's stupid. Tattoos, piercings, marijuana, all this crap. Okay, it's because they're ignorant. They say I'm ignorant because I'm anti-gayist. Oh, you are evil. You are ignorant. You are possessed by this conservatism, whatever, whatever. Maybe I am. Okay, maybe you're right. I'm only a human being. I'm just giving you my opinion. I could be wrong about all this. All this can be a BS or garbage. Maybe psychology is more correct than humanology. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I admit that possibility. All I'm doing here is expressing my opinion. That's all. Okay, it's all theories, right? So, um, where were we? Yeah, civilization. Okay, start from Africa, Northern Africa, and start from the Middle East. All right. God created the very first human being in North Africa in the Middle East. All right, and some of them went up north and became white people. Some of them went to the east and become Asian. Some of them went down to south and become Africans. Okay, beautiful people. They are all beautiful. Okay, diversity is God's creation. All right, so and after that, yeah, then they came this ancient history of Egyptian empire, pharaohs, you know, Tutankhamen and Ramses. Or then later on, some Babylonian, Middle Eastern civilization, Nebuchadnezzar, all those great kings and kingdoms. Then Persia, Cyrus, okay, and later on, I forgot all the names, okay, so Xerxes, whatever, right? And then start to move up north a little bit. Then they went to Greece, like Alexander the Great, Greek, and then move all further north, like in the Roman Empire, like uh, Julius Caesar or those who's the guy with the on top of elephant that went over the Alps mountain range. I forgot his name. Okay, I think James Joyce. Yeah, Ulysses or something. I don't remember. Trying to remember. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, those are great kings and generals, whatever, and then Cleopatra from Egypt, from the dying empire, right? Yeah, so there was the civilization. After that, there was this dark age where uh, Roman Empire collapsed. Roman Empire it was dark age because it was called dark age because Roman Empire was the light of the world before 1000 AD, from probably like 300 AD. Roman Empire, okay, it was light of the world, great engineering, science, okay, from a lot of Middle Eastern Arabic numbers system. And because yeah, Roman people, Italian people did not invent all that. No, it's from Egypt, like Alexandria. It's from Greece, Greek mathematicians, from Middle Eastern Arabic number system, algebra from Middle East. Yeah, Romans just consolidated all those wisdoms and knowledges from Greece, from Middle East, Persia, Egypt, okay, and also from Israel too, okay. So because later on Roman Empire adopted Christianity, okay. Was it Constantinople or something? Constantine, whatever. Okay, so after that there was this dark age because Roman Empire became too complacent. There was a sexual degeneracy, just like America is going through right now. There's all this homosexuality, promiscuity, all that stuff. Yeah, so Roman Empire collapsed, okay, by the barbarians, the Normans, the Vikings, and Visigoths, and yeah, this so-called barbarian white people, Caucasians, okay, from the north. They invaded Roman Empire, and then yeah, Roman Empire collapsed. The Dark Age began because the light of the Roman Empire was put off. Like there was this candle, then it just went off. Okay, that's the Dark Age, and that's the time where white people were catching up with the Middle Easterns, the Arabs. Okay, white people are catching up with the great knowledge and civilization of the Middle Easterns, the Arabs. Okay, that's the Dark Age, and then they caught up and they exceeded. So that's the Enlightenment age, the Renaissance, the rebirth of the old civilization of the Middle Eastern people by the white people. White people did not invent any of those, okay? They just learned from the Middle Easterns, okay? White people learned Christianity and they learned Greek mathematics and Greek philosophy like Plato, Socrates. They're all Middle Easterns, okay? They're not white people, no. Middle Easterns, okay, with brown skin, brown eyes, brown hair. Plato, Socrates, Aristotle or Aristotle, Pythagoras. Yeah, they're all Middle Easterns. They're not white people. Okay, Middle Easterns, Arabs. Okay, that's all they are. White people learned from Arabs. Okay, the Middle Easterns, and then they came up with something new. That's the Enlightenment. Okay, the age of reason. Okay, like Rene Descartes or Isaac Newton, Galileo Galilei, or yeah, all these people after the Dark Age, they came up and came up with a new thing called science, which is not that new. It's from Greece, okay. But they added new stuff like Isaac Newton, okay. They developed further. They picked up the torch from the Middle East, okay. And so Middle East first, and then white people second, all right. So yeah, white people since the Enlightenment age in what 1500s and on, they became the king of the world, the dominant race, the white people, the Caucasians. Okay, so they developed all this fancy technology in Great Britain, England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. Okay, so industrial revolution, agricultural revolution, then later on America. You know, yeah, all these Europeans came to America and yeah, they were Native Americans and they were blacks, but it was mostly white people in America who led politics in America and who led the technological revolution in America. Okay, information age came from America. Technological industrial revolution, yeah, is mostly England, right? Or and before that there was this mathematical revolution, biology, all that stuff, science. Yeah, it's from the continental stuff, from France and Germany, Netherlands, and some Italy, and yeah. Okay, so that's the world history, the Western history. Information is like computer, internet is all American invention. Okay, television, cameras, electricity, AC, DC, both of them, they're all American invention. Airplanes, cars, mostly. Yeah, there are some exceptions, but mostly all those later technological inventions that came from America, like Thomas Edison and Tesla or Graham Bell, telephone, Graham Bell, Graham Alexander Bell. Yeah, all this Bell, AT&T, Bell Company, right? Telegram, all American invention. Television, all those things, American invention. Okay, cars, airplanes, helicopter, tanks. Yeah, there's some European invention too, but they're mostly American inventions. Okay, video games, Japanese did not invent it. It's American invention. Japanese, they learned from America. Okay, but video games originally started from America. Okay, or computers, internet, all American invention. Okay, light bulbs, camera, motion pictures, all American invention. All right, mostly by American white people. Okay, so that's the generation of 1900s, early 1900s and 1800s, white Americans. Okay, and they had made a lot of money, and they die, so they leave their inheritance legacy to their children, white people. Okay, that's why white people are mostly rich. The lighter the skin color is, richer they are, is because of that history, inheritance. Okay. Asians, we are kind of in the middle. Okay, we are very studious people. We industrious. We love learning in school. Asians, so but we don't have any inheritance like white people do. Okay, so when I was in computer science classes in my undergraduate school, college in somewhere in the Midwest, I'm not gonna tell you where. Yeah, I took a lot of computer programming classes, and it's mostly whites or Asians. There are some Middle Easterns. but and also they are mostly males. Computer science, computer programming classes back in early 2000s. Okay, not many women, and no Hispanics and no blacks. Okay, computer science, like computer programming, is very, very brain intensive. It takes a lot of mathematics to learn computer programming. Okay, it's not easy to learn. Okay, so yeah, mostly whites and Asians. Okay, computer programming. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm not a racist. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm not a sexist. I'm not a racist. Okay, just telling you what happened. So there's no reason to be emotional about this. Okay, women and blacks and Hispanics, they go to law school. They go to medical school. They become doctors and lawyers, and they become politicians. A lot of blacks, Hispanics, and females, yeah, they go to this prestigious Harvard, Yale, Stanford. They're not stupid people. Yeah, they're very, very smart people. Okay. So yeah, they go become doctors, lawyers, politicians, but not computer programming. Okay. They are capable of learning computer programming, but they would rather not to. Women, blacks, Hispanics, they would rather not do computer programming. Why? Because they have all the smarts. They are capable of learning computer programming, but they choose not to. They would rather become lawyers, doctors, politicians. The position of power, money, and fame. Acting, sports. Yeah, there are plenty of blacks and women and Hispanic in that area. In Hollywood, all this fame, money, power, right? Yeah, they're okay with that. And they got all the smarts. They can do it. They become athletes like, golfing, basketball. In terms of sports, yeah, nobody beats blacks because they're just genetically superior in sports. Like boxing, like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. In boxing, kickboxing, all these martial arts, okay? What, Anderson Silva or something in mixed martial arts? Yeah, he's black from Brazil, I think. No, yeah, boxing, basketball, or football, basketball, baseball. Yeah, blacks dominate, right? They overrepresent the population percentage. Okay, why? Because blacks are the superior athletes. They are superb athletes. It's not just brawn; it's brain too. Muscle coordination. Boxing, it's not just muscle. Boxing, like boxing. A lot of it's brain here. Okay, so yeah, blacks, Hispanics, women, they're all smart. Okay, they can do, if they want to, they can learn computer programming. But most of them do not choose to because computer programming job is like geek, nerd. We are typically in the basement. Okay, of the building. We don't get to take this penthouse top level. No, we're down in the basement. Computer programmers. Okay, so white people, Asian people, yeah, because we are kind of like studious, brainy people. Okay, so yeah, we are good in school. White people, Asian people, we are very good at school. We are good at studying things. Okay, so that's why white people are here, Asian people are here. White people, yeah, they love studying, but they also have inheritance. That's why they're up here. Asian people, we don't have any inheritance in America. Okay, we just came here mostly. Our parents, our parents in America, yeah, they mostly run like laundry room or Korean restaurant or sushi restaurant, right? But we love studying. Okay, so that's why we are here. Okay, but black people, Hispanic people, mostly they are here. Okay, because they don't like studying. Okay, and they don't have any inheritance. Okay, Asians, we don't have any inheritance. We don't have any money from our parents, but we study. That's why we're here. White people, they study a lot, and also they have inheritance from their parents, rich parents. That's why they are here. Black people, Hispanic people, they don't have any inheritance from their parents, and they don't like studying. That's why here they're here. Okay. So that's so it has nothing to do with racism. Okay, there is no such a thing as racism in America against blacks or Hispanics. Okay, or Asians. There are racism against white people. People hate white people just because they are white. Nobody in America hate Asians or blacks or Hispanics just because they are not white. No, it does not happen in America. It's all hype. It's all complaints, excuses. Okay. So, yeah. So then, how do we bring this black people and Hispanic population up? Up. How do we do that? Yeah, I have many ideas. It's about giving them jobs that they would love to have, like risk prone, some fancy stuff like farming tigers, farming lions, or some martial art competition, hip hop competition, because that's what they're good at. Okay, music, dancing. Hispanics, blacks, they're superb. Nobody can dance like Hispanics or blacks. I can't. No matter how much I try. Yeah, I cannot sing or dance like blacks or Hispanics. They're just it's their natural talents. Okay, natural talents. So yeah, give them the job they would love to have. Then they will stop resorting to crimes or drug dealing. Okay, they don't have to do that stuff. All right, we give them the jobs that they would love to have and come up with Okay, so it's been on 1 hour, and so let's take a one more break. Okay, we'll be back. All right, we'll talk about this differential distance. Okay, and some vector calculus, vector addition, and vector linear algebra arithmetic. Okay, so Okay, I'm back. Yeah, black people, Hispanic people, they're fantastic people. Black African American people, they invented jazz, soul, rhythm and blues, moonwalking, all these fantastic music and dance genres. Okay, so yeah, that is geniuses. Okay, Hispanic people, they invented all this partnership dancing like salsa, bachata, cha-cha, tango. They're all from Latin America. Okay, so yeah, they're fantastic people. So yeah, let them. You just need to give them jobs. That the kind of jobs that they would love to have. Then yeah, we bring these people over here. Now let's do some hypotheticals. Okay. First of all, we need to understand. Go back to basics. Some linear algebra, vector analysis. Okay. Vector and scalar. Okay. Scalar is just quantity, one-dimensional vector, like I said. Negative 10, 0, 5. It's just a number. Okay. But vector have a number and direction. All right. So vector typically is, let's take this one example. Let's say it's 1 comma 1 plus 1 plus 1. It's a vector. It has origin and it has destination. Okay. Its vector is an arrow. It has this length. Okay. And it has direction. All right. That's what a vector is. It's called, right now vector is called this A. Vector A is 1 comma 1. It could be 2 comma 3, 5 comma negative 1, whatever, right? It's this length and it has direction. Okay. There is another coordinate system that's called polar coordinate. Okay. Polar coordinate has this is x-axis. Okay. This is a vector. It has this angle theta, Greek letter, and it has this length r. So we have this x comma y in the Cartesian coordinate, but in the polar coordinate like this is r comma theta. Okay. It's a different way of expressing the same vector here. Okay. Here, what's the length of this? Square root of 1 equals square root of 2 comma degree 45 degree, right? Or pi is 180 degree and it's one pi over 4. Okay. Yeah. A quarter pi, that's 45 degree. Okay. So that's the vector. Okay, now vector is an arrow. Vector addition and vector subtraction is this. This is A. This is B, vector. Okay. This is C. And C, vector, equal A vector plus B vector. Okay. That's the vector addition. Let's say this is CDX, this is CDY, and this is CDZ. You go from X to Y and then from Y to Z. So you make 2 trips. The end result is that you ended up in CDZ from X. That's the result of your travel. You don't care about all these intermediate steps. That's the philosophy of vector addition. Okay. Or this metaphysical interpretation of this physical phenomena. Alright, so that's vector addition. Now, what if you add these 2 vectors like this and this? Vector A, vector B. What's the vector A plus B? Vector is equivalent when it travels parallel to itself. Okay, and we do this parallel. We don't switch the angle, and we don't change the length. So vector is about direction, directionality, and length. Then it doesn't matter where it starts. Okay, that's vector, mathematical vector. So a plus b equals c, right? C. A plus b. It's a parallelogram principle. Okay, so you have vector a, vector b. You draw a parallelogram, and then the diagonal of that is the vector addition. All right. Okay. Enough for the basic vector analysis. All right, we're running out of space, so let's erase all this crap. Sorry. Not crap, but stuff. We're running out of space. All right. What's the humanological application? Why are we all doing all this mathematics? Because it has application in humanology. That's why we are doing this. Okay. So it's very easy. It's not technical. Okay. So again, we have race axis. Okay. And we have dollar money axis. Okay. So there's somebody here who is kind of dark skinned and also very poor. Okay. So this is average. Zero in humanology is always average. We talked about Gaussian curve, right? Yeah, in the middle there's Asian, and there are the Hispanics, and there are Arabs and blacks with darker and darker skin. Average salary level. Up there is more than average, low there, down below, less than average salary level. And there is the white person here, who's rich and white. Black person and white person. Now, this copium is a scalar. Okay, this black person have this, let's say, positive 5 copium. He's happy. Okay, he's hardworking. Okay, very happy person. He's Christian, maybe Southern Baptist. Okay, he's a happy person. He thank God every day. Okay. And there's this white person who is not very happy. He's rich. He's white, but he's kind of bored. He got everything that life has to offer, so he's lazy. He has the inheritance from his rich parents, but he's spoiled. So he went after another women, and he's bored. He's jaded. With sex, it's like anything else, right? You get to have too many sex, you get bored, right? So it doesn't give any satisfaction anymore because you have been doing it too much. And all the luxury, he has Lamborghini from Italy, and he has like Maserati. Is it from Italy too? I don't know. Aston Martin from England, and he got all these fancy sports cars, like in all different colors. Like, what are some cool American cars nowadays? Challenger, Dodge Challenger, or Ford Mustang, the latest Mustang, or Chevy Corvette, or yeah, Camaro, the latest Camaro by Chevy, I think, and or even DeLorean back in the days. DeLorean Motor Company in the seagull door that goes up in Back to the Future, Time Machine. Yeah, he has all that, okay, but he get bored. No matter how rich you are, you only get to eat like 3 times a day, okay? So all that money that you may have, it cannot make you happy. You have all these toys, adult toys like cars and yacht and airplane, float planes, and you have these mansions, but it get boring. Okay, that's why Donald J. Trump ran for presidency. Okay, because he has everything that he wanted, like women, young women, and family, and cars, and fancy mansions, and golf clubs, and he had it all. Okay, but he got bored. That's why he ran for president. Okay, out of boredom, he just wanted to have fun and try to do something else. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's something wrong. No, no, no. I'm glad he ran, and I voted for him, but I'm running against him in 2020, and he doesn't have many good ideas left anymore. Yeah, he used to have good ideas, okay, but he ran out of ideas, and he's kind of divisive, and yeah, he's not no longer fun to watch anymore. He's same old. Okay, so yeah, I want to have fun. So yeah, I'm running for president because I'm bored too. Okay, whatever. So yeah, money can never buy you happiness. It can buy you women. Okay, just like Donald J. Trump. Yeah, everybody want to have sex with. Every girl in the world want to have sex with Donald J. Trump because he's rich and powerful. That's how women are. And every man in the world want to have sex with Ivanka Trump because she's a beautiful woman. Okay, so men and women, we are the same. Okay, women want money, men want young, beautiful girl. Okay, so we guys, we all men, we are pimps. Women, all women, they're whores. That's just how it is. Okay, pimps and whores. That's all of us, right? This metaphysics. It's like physiological, physical level, animalistic thing. Women want money, and men want young, slender, beautiful women. Women want money. Okay, that's animalistic thing. Okay, heaven and earth. Okay, metaphysical and physical. Okay, and okay, so he's so unhappy. So this rich white person very unhappy. This poor black person very happy because he's Christian. He's doing everything right and he's working and hard working. He does not make much money, but he's has religion. This guy, materialistic guy, he's a piece of shit. Okay, so yeah, he commits suicide. He's crash into this Lamborghini into a river. Okay, because he hates his life. He's bored. Okay, so black person he see this guy drowning in a river with his fancy Lamborghini. So he swim and he saved this guy. So he gives him his copium. Copium is scalar, right? It's a number. So what is copium? Definition of copium? Do you remember? Definition of copium? General copium? I give you 10 seconds, okay? Anything of quantity and value. And the value can be positive or negative. So yeah, copium is a scalar. Scalar is just one number. It could be negative, zero, or positive. That's scalar. Okay, and copium, anything of quantity and value, quantifiable value. Okay, yeah, it could be negative value, positive value. So yeah, copium is a scalar. Okay, it's a kind of scalar. What are some other examples of scalar? Temperature. It has no direction. In a given point in space, a temperature is either -5 or +5. It's one single number, right? So that's copium. He has this happiness. This guy unhappiness, and now he went to commit suicide and driving his Lamborghini, green Lamborghini, to a river cliff. He's drowning, and this black guy, very honest and honorable man, dishonorable white man. Okay, so yeah, he went to rescue. Okay, it takes effort. He's donating He's jumping, diving to this river to save this guy. Yeah, he's donating his happiness to this white guy. Okay, because his clothing get wet. Oh my god, he's risking his life to save this white guy. Okay, copium transfer is a vector. He could have went on to save somebody here who is white but who is poor. Let's say this W1, W2. Okay? Now, compare this length of these two different copium transfer. So copium is a scalar, but copium transfer is a vector. Okay? So copium is like the length part of this copium transfer vector. Let's say here the length of this is like 5, but here the length of this copium transfer vector is 3. Why? Because he's sympathizing with this white guy. Yeah, he's white, but he's poor too. So yeah, here doesn't take too much emotional effort to save him because he's kind of the same. It's different race, but they are both poor. So his friend is close in distance, and that's the uh, differential distance. Another metaphysical distance, in addition to the memory distance. So memory distance and differential distance is not the same. Okay, differential distance is more mathematical. How close between these two people was the distance? How close they are? How similar they are in human space? We covered this before. Human space, every dot is a person. Okay, that's human space. Okay, man, we're covering a lot of this. Okay, so, but for this black person to save this white person, the white person, this W1, it takes a lot of effort because he's poor, he's rich, so he has to overcome all this jealousy. Okay, that's why it's not easy. It's saintly for him to save this rich white guy who's spoiled, dishonorable man. This black guy is a very honorable man, and in humanology, wealth is not defined by this number of money. Okay, it's defined by a person's moral character, this person's knowledge. So in humanology, it's all about metaphysicality. Metaphysicality. Okay, that's just like Jesus said. Like you put your wealth in heaven, not on earth, because on earth, yeah, there are thieves, robbers. But if you invest in metaphysical domain in heaven, nobody can steal it. Yeah, your knowledge, your character, moral character, nobody can steal it. Okay, you have knowledge, you studied and you invested in studying your time. Doesn't cost any money. You studied Spanish or Swahili. What's that? African language. Swahili or French, whatever. Korean, Japanese, Chinese. Your knowledge, nobody can steal from you. It's your wealth. It gives you happiness. Okay, money, yeah, you can just people can steal it. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so let's say this guy forget about this poor white person. Okay, let's talk about this rich white person. So he rescued and he gave some of his donated his happiness to this white person. So this white person got rescued. This black person grabbed him and swam across the river and came to the lake shore or river shore, whatever. Okay. And this rich white person thanked him. Okay. Oh, thank you, black person. I'm white. I'm rich. So how much money do you want for saving my life? And this black person say, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm a Christian, so I'm just being a good Samaritan. So yeah, don't worry about money." Okay, fine, thank you, bye. Okay, so they went their ways, part their ways. Okay, and then this white person, next day, oh man, I want to do something because I'm obliged. I'm not comfortable just getting all this love and help from this random stranger. I want to do something. But this black person did not give him any contact information. Okay, then I cannot, he want to pay back what he owed, but that's not possible. So what he does instead is, okay, I cannot find you, B1, but there's this poor black person, B2. Okay, he's darker skin, but he has a little bit more money. Okay, that's why he's here. He has a little bit more money, but he has darker skin. Oh, you know what? This W1 sees this B2, and you know what? It's close enough. So let me help you. Let me donate you some money. Okay. So that's the vector addition. Okay. So you have this vector A1 and this vector again. Vector, all that matters is direction and length. Okay. The exact location, as long as they are parallel to each other, doesn't matter. It's all the same. A2, which happens to be minus A2, minus A1, meaning same length, same direction, but exact opposite direction. So A1 plus A2 as a vector equals 0 vector. Okay. Payback, returning the favor. All right. So, but here, okay, we need to talk about vector addition. We have, let's say this is positive 5. Let's call this A vector. Okay. And let's call this B vector. Okay. So A plus B is this. You come here, A plus B, it's like this. C. It's not equal to 0. Alright? So here, if A2 is minus A1, this is the payback of the returning the favor directly to that person that you owe. It becomes 0 and now you're comfortable because you paid back what you owed. Okay, returning the favor. You are even. Alright? You got even. Okay, so you don't feel obliged or obligated anymore. You don't feel sorry. Because you paid back. Okay? From person X to Y, the original is like a loan, copium loan. X loaned money to Y. Y paid back the principal plus interest, whatever. Inflation rate. Okay. So that now they're even. Become 0. So now you're comfortable. But here, it's not exactly 0. Because B2 is not exactly B1. No one on earth is exactly the same. Even though twins, they are not exactly the same. They're close together, but they're not exactly the same. Okay, that's why it's a human space. Every dot in this human space is a person. Okay, and no two people have the same human space coordinate. Okay, yeah, they're very close together. They may be, but they're not exactly the same. All right, it's continuum. All right. So, but yeah, it gives this Y1 or some W1 some satisfaction of paying something back. If he cannot do this, what he can do is this. He can have this person and this person, okay? And the parallelogram addition principle, the resultant vector is this, okay? then he have some more people goes this. He have some more people and goes this. Okay, so it's like passing on, passing on. Many people say that. Yeah, hey, I helped you, but you don't have to pay me back. Just help other people. Okay, you pass it on. Okay, so it's the love. All right. Okay, so that's the vector addition. It's been like 1.5 hours so far. Okay, so let's call it a day. All right. Okay. All right. Bye.